Today me and Nate are going to show you how to install tongue and groove like a pro.
Professional.
Christian Carpenter here with Everything Residential. A couple key notes I want to share with you guys. First and foremost, we do not install shiplap or tongue and groove to the drywall. We always install 1x3 pine board and we make sure we glue it and screw it to the stud. That way, when we're installing the shiplap and tongue and groove, we know we're nailing into wood because we're nailing into the pine board. If you don't do this, over time, you could have the shiplap or tongue and groove pull off the wall because you don't know if you're actually hitting the stud or not. When we make our cut, we're cutting at like 15 to 20 degrees. That way it slides in perfectly. This is my attempt at cutting around this right here with one whole piece. Here's what it looks like. What do you think, Nate? You think I'm gonna get it?
The man says he's got the touch, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he is Magic Mike.
There's my cut right there, and then I cut the backside lip, or the tongue, or the groove, whatever you want to call it, so it slides in. Let's see. Rolling film.
So I know you guys didn't think he'd be able to do it, but come on, take a look. Tell me that's not the quality with the capital Q.
Quality with a capital Q. Couple keynotes for longevity. When you're installing it, use glue any way you can. We are using like the $5 liquid nails. Now let's talk about nail size. We are using an 18 gauge brad nail through the tongue at an angle. Now, if it's outside, what we will do is we'll use a 15 gauge nail gun, electro galvanized or something, and nail it twice as much, and preferably use a pass load brand because it has a bigger nail head. So that's just kind of the basics. And once again, you're using a smaller nail on the tongue and groove because you don't want to break the tongue. And if it's too big of a nail head and you try to hole punch it through, it will break the tongue. So a little bit smaller nail, and the glue holds it, and there you go. It's going to last a very long time. There is our shiplap wall. Nate's getting it taped up. And as you can see over here, we might have some small imperfections. And we're going to use the Dynaflex 2300 clear. It's a more premium interior exterior sealant. It's paintable. Another thing here I want to talk about is I wanted this 1x1 to be a little bit farther out, so it created a lip, so you don't see that right there, like that right there, because the boards are bowed a little bit. Nothing we can do about it. So I'm going to show you what I want to do here to solve this problem.
My bad.
Did it pop the breaker?
No, I think I hit the button with my foot.
Now we have a little shim that we're going to use to push it out. I remember when Nate comes out, he goes, "I'm feeling chippy."
Football? I forgot what happened. Oh, it's when that guy pushed me. Bro, see, I don't have a problem, bro, until people...
I know, you never
I'm perfectly fine.
like, you're not like Kirk with the problem.
I'm just not gonna be like everyone else and just not say anything. When it's like, my man, you're getting beat. Go back to the bench and keep kicking out fly balls to me.
And, oh, by the way, we'll just pay it at the end of every year. And then we just move it out, right?
That right there.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Right.
Super duper clean right there. Super happy with that. Now you can cut that in, paint it. It looks clean transition. We have a little shadow line, as you can see. Now we have a lip. That's super smooth and clean looking right there.
Right.
We are using clear caulk so the painters can cut in a straight line. Super important, especially if you don't get your cuts perfect. And most of the cuts are perfect, but if there's a 30-second of a gap, you fill it with clear caulk so those painters, once again, can cut that nice straight line. customer came to me. She wants to make this wall right here look like that, like with the squares. I drew all over it. So I'm gonna make it happen, do some chalk lines, find my studs, and let's get to it. So to make this beautiful accent wall look like a professional did it, first you wanna mark all your studs. I use a magnet because it's most reliable for me. And you have to come out with your layout. I already came out with my layout. It's right around 30 inches by 30 inches. As long as you're really close to it, it can be within a couple inches. You're not gonna see the difference. And yeah, we mark my studs. I then proceed to go outside and cut my paneling that I purchased. It's about 25 to 30 bucks depending on where you're at. And this is like 1/4 inch or super thin plywood. Okay, we got all our boards ready to hang. I'm gonna show you how I'm marking these outlets. So I get the outlet right here, I get a level, I mark with the tape. And then if you can see here, I say 11¾ to 15.5 from here up. So I'll put the boards over, I'll get my Dremel and just cut it out after. Now I knew my layout beforehand, I did some math. All our panels are cut at 32 inches wide. Can't say it enough, glue, glue, glue. We went and bought like $8 Gorilla Glue just for longevity. And it makes the panel, you know, not move. But yeah, 32 inches, it hits every stud, and that's where our vertical trim's gonna go. I'm showing the homeowner right now kind of what it's gonna look like. She wanted me to install it over drywall, but I said, hey, we're gonna be a little bit better than HGTV. We're gonna be above and beyond. I marked my outlets with the tape, and then you just saw me cut the outlets out. Me and Nathan chalked the horizontal line for so I can keep working by myself, and Nate can go work upstairs in the bathroom. But I'm gonna install this 1x2 MDF, cut it at a 22-degree angle, and join up the next one. And it's actually relatively simple. I do the top one first, then I come over here. We're actually gonna do all the walls all the way around, but I wanted to do this so the homeowner can see what it's actually gonna look like, because it was kind of hard for her to imagine with that wood paneling. Okay, there you have it. That's how you do the shiplap wall, like a professional. Rerouted the electrical. We're going to put a medallion in and do a chandelier right here. All the walls are going to be painted white. The whole house is going to get painted white. So after it's paint, maybe come in with a stain and do a good dark accent stain. As you see over here, we shim this out. The caulk looks nice and clean. Paint your line. On the other videos, we're talking about the bathroom. Might as well just come take a look real quick. Nate the Great reframed this whole thing, so now we're gonna have a little closet for shelves and towels. We're gonna have a little cove right here for a shower. The duct is gonna get rerouted over into the ceiling in the other room, like a little family room over there. And yeah, here's the kind of the layout. I love this right here. This is like a California beach house kind of look. I love it. This tile is gonna wrap all the way around this whole back wall. We're getting rid of this light right here. We're getting a mirror that has lights in it, and on top of that, we're putting some LEDs up top here. So check that out. I'll see you downstairs. Okay, as you've seen previously, we talked about building this wall right here. The customer gave me this piece of paper and said, this is what I want. They saw it on HGTV, and previously they just wanted to put this MDF panel right onto the drywall that has a knockdown texture. And I informed them, hey, if you want to take your house above and beyond HGTV, you gotta put this paneling up right here so you have a smooth, flat surface. We're gonna go ahead and caulk it afterwards. And yeah, that's kind of how you do it. It goes right up. It's not like a shiplap wall, it's an accent wall. So accent walls go in here. We're gonna do all new floors. The whole house is gonna get remodeled. Nice slider going in the back. So thank you guys, make sure you subscribe, stay tuned, and as always, have a good day.